Because I was doing a lot of thinking today. It led me to this next point of...
I don't want to hear this.
Daddy issues.
Oh, no.
Okay. So...
Hey, what do you do? They're going to get you, bro.
Oh, no.
They are going to get you.
There's a twist as usual. They're gonna love this. Daddy issues. So we're all used to, you know, the girl that has the reputation in the hood because she has daddy issues and all that kind of stuff, innit? But I thought of something that no one ever really picks on or thinks about. A lot of men have daddy issues. When you hear daddy issues, it's talked about women, girls with daddy issues. Yeah. Because their dad wasn't in life, they just had a mum. But people forget how important, in my argument, I think it's even more than in a girl. Because at least a woman can show a woman how to be a woman. I think a lot of guys have daddy issues. And that's guys with their fathers in their life and fathers not. I think a lot of guys with their fathers not in their life have daddy issues by the way they treat women, by the way they act. I think a lot of guys have daddy issues because they just didn't have that closeness, that warmth, that someone holding you, that other man in your life. And I think even some men with fathers have daddy issues because although their father was present, they still didn't get held or didn't get that warmth or they never felt they were enough. If you had a father in your life and you grew up with him, and you're a grown-ass man and you still feel insecure, you still feel like you have to try and impress him, you still feel like the next move you do is going to be criticized, that is daddy issues. That's the definition of daddy issues.
And another thing about that is, just to touch on that more, because I can attest to this, like, sometimes your parents can be there, but not really be there. If you feel what I'm saying. Sometimes they can be there physically, but not there the way you need them to be there. And that can be very detrimental to your mentality, to your mental health, to your psyche, to your self-esteem, to your confidence, and all these different things that you need your parents there for. That, especially in the black neighborhood and society, it's not necessarily given like that. We don't necessarily hear well done like that the way we're supposed to hear it. Like,
more the African.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That's to me. Like, they believe tough love is the only love, and that's just it. Like, no, there's way more to life. Like, and there's things that we just. This topic is not spoken about enough. Is how I'll put it.
Yeah, I feel like if we can argue that a young girl growing up is going around and giving her body to multiple guys because she's searching for that father figure, and we can call that daddy issues. I feel like people need to open their eyes and see that if a young man's leaving his house and he's pulling out a knife and committing violent crimes or selling drugs or whatever, he's doing all these things that are really out of character of himself, but to appease other men outside of his household that he look up to, that is the exact same daddy issues, because both people are going outside of themselves to get some kind of acceptance and reassurance from men foreign to their household. Do you know what I mean?
These are very deep topics, and a lot of our people are scared to touch on these things. But they need to be had. Because we got for real. Every other society, race, and community, they speak on these things. They get help. They seek psychiatrists, and things of that nature. They go speak to somebody. In our community, that shit laughed upon. Oh, you got a psychiatrist. You got a therapist. What you even need that for? You paying for nothing. Like, you could have got someone to listen to for free. No, these things are very deep-rooted issues that need to be addressed, and you may need to go and seek professional help.
You might need to do that.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Or you might need to just be real with yourself and go, you know what? I got things I need to work on for real. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm perfect, because I ain't perfect at all. I got problems. Like, these are things that we need to address as a community, as a people, as a society, as a species, as a race.
Look within yourself. Question every move. Question every... Like, I sit back and I question a lot of moves, because you have to look within yourself and understand that you are doing this thing that you're about to do, whatever it is, good or bad, because you want to do that. And you're not doing this because you're searching for acceptance. And that's in any factor of life from someone else. Do you know what I mean?
Life is about choices.
If you got someone that you want to call, and you're looking at that phone and you're like, nah, I'm on call because I don't want to look like a little bitch. You know what I mean? Is that how you feel? Or is that how you feel you will be seen? Because if you feel like you want to pick up that phone and call, make the call.
Right.
Because if you're saying, I don't want to look like how people will see me, how the other person will see me, or whatever, that's outside of yourself. You can't control, do you know what I mean? There's two endings to that. If you're going to call that person, and deep down you feel like you know that person going to clown you because you're going to put yourself out there like that.
Number one, they don't need to be a friend.
You don't need to call that person.
Yeah.
You need to look within yourself and think. You need to ask yourself why you're searching for acceptance from this person. Or if the answer to that question is you don't know, then make the call, because you'd be surprised that person might be like so happy that you did that. And that's just one example of things we do in life. It happens in jobs. It happens in education. Different things you want to do. If there's something you're about to do, look within yourself and say, am I trying to do this because I want to do this? I need to do this. This is for me. Or is it something outside of myself where, oh no, this is the thing you do. Like, you know what, when you finish uni and you get a job, you have kids and get married, this is what you do. Is that what you want to do right now?
No, is that what you were told to do?
You know what I mean? Or, nah, I ain't never getting married, man. That's for suckers. Is that how you feel?
Right. These are tough questions, you know.
What I mean?
That people don't be asking themselves. Like,
But I feel like, because I talk to so many men, I feel like, and I see a lot of this stuff being posted on, I feel like a lot of men have daddy issues, but the term daddy issues just doesn't exist
it doesn't
towards
sit well.
men.
Yeah, it doesn't. They downplay it.
When we hear daddy issues, we think
Automatically think
for women.
Yeah.
But you need to understand, if you're gonna take a life and stab someone and take a sentence and not snitch and keep your mouth quiet and just give your life away for another man, whether you like it or not, you see him as a father figure, B. You're his son.
Wow.
That's a daddy issue right there. If you're gonna not get with a certain girl, give her the time of day or whatever, because this man said this thing about her or whatever, and regardless of how you feel, that's what he's saying, then you see him as a father figure. Because it's your father who gives you the ultimate advice that you might take about the woman you settle down with.
Or you see him more than yourself, and you should never see somebody more than yourself.
So if you're seeing another guy that is like, yo man, I heard she's a whore, and deep down within yourself, regardless of what it is, you feel like no, you still want to know her, get to know her, whatever. But your only reason is not because of what like you feel what he's saying, it's because he's saying it. Then you see him as a father figure. That's daddy issues.
My people, listen, learn, and grow.